All right, here we are in Adobe Illustrator again. This is the 5th video in my series on how to quickly learn Illustrator, and I'm going to show you saving and exporting. This is probably a little quicker than the other ones, but let's jump in. So you've got your artwork, your logo, whatever it is, your brochure ready, and you're going to go up here to File and Save As. Now this is your basic saving options, but I want to show you this so you find out your folder wherever you want to save it. But let's jump down to here. So this is Adobe Illustrator. This is an AI file, not artificial intelligence, but Adobe Illustrator. And people will ask you for that. Do you have an AI? Do you have a vector? Like, this is what this is. EPS is pretty much obsolete these days. It's an encapsulated PostScript. It's for printing. But biggest thing you're going to want is PDF or Illustrator. PDFs are very compatible with Illustrator. You can open them right back up in Illustrator and they'll be the same. And then we have SVG, which is a scalable vector graphic. They're used in drafting and also like Cricut cutting machines and sticker cutting machines, stuff like that uses SVG style files. So Illustrator file though probably is where you're going to want to save this as, but that's the options to save as, but there's a lot more in exporting. So when it comes to exporting, the most tried and true way is just go up here to File, Export, and go to I go to Save for Web Legacy because it just gives you all these clear options on what you're doing here. So this is a PNG and it has transparency. If you click off the transparency, now it's got white. So typically, if you're gonna use a PNG, I would suggest the only reason you really need to use it is because you want a transparent background, maybe for a logo for a website or something. If you change it to JPEG, now we've got JPEG. I don't know. I always bump them up. The file sizes are still pretty small these days compared to what they used to be. So yeah, 100 JPEG, but that's always going to have a background. There's no transparency in JPEGs. And a GIF is typically used for animation. They're really smaller files, but they are not that high quality, especially in color. I do have a black and white example, but if it's color, you can kind of see it degrade. So I would, if you're using these for web and it's not an animated thing, PNG if you want transparent, JPEG if the background is fine. And one awesome thing to do here, let me show you, cancel. If you click the artboard tool, you see in the first video of this series, I believe, I'm going to show you, this is pretty powerful stuff. Double click that artboard tool, and in your preset, you have a bunch of stuff, right? It just goes on for a while there. But the second one, I was going to say first, second one is fit to artwork bounds. Watch this. So you click on that. For some reason that didn't go. Okay. And hit OK. And it's just going to go right to your artwork. See that? So this, if you're trying to get a logo for the left corner of your Shopify site or whatever, this is what you want to do. So you got that now. It's right to the pixel. It's perfect. And then you would go up here to export and save for web, transparent. See? So now you've got the exact size and a transparent background. Obviously, like I said, you could go to JPEG and stuff, but for this example, more than likely, if you're exporting a logo for a website, you're going to want it on a transparent background. That way, even if it's on a solid background on the website, you don't have to make it the same color. Just leave it transparent, and it'll fill in the color for you. Or if it's over an image or whatever it is. So that's pretty cool. And if you've got artwork I'm going to undo that. Let's say we've got some type here, and you don't want if you're using a special font. Whoops, I just pasted that. Let me get rid of that. If you're using a special font that you're sending this somewhere to get printed, and they don't have this font. Let's say they don't have Myriad Pro or whatever font it is. They're going to open this. It's going to give them a font error. Sometimes they can download it, but if you really want to make sure that there's no issues, just go up here to same thing we've done in the other videos in this series. Create outlines. Type create outlines. Now there's no font, so not going to have any font issues if there aren't any fonts. So that's another thing to just think about when you're going to send something off to a printer to be printed. So that's that. That's the end of this series. Really, you should have the basics of Illustrator now, probably in 30 minutes or less, I would say, if you watch all 5 videos. So hopefully that helped. If it did, hit like, leave me a comment. Thanks.